In high school baseball, Phil Campbell going head-to-head with Bayside Academy in Game 1 of the 3A state finals. Mason Sweeney on the mound. Early on, Bayside trails 1-0. Guy on second just tries to steal, but the Bobcats are too quick. They get him in a pickle, and Chase is out as Ridge Raper gets him the tag. Bobcats start to turn things up. Bases are loaded now. Bayside will make it easy. The pitcher gets called for a balk, so handing the Bobcats a run. They now go up 2-0 as you see the Phil Campbell guy just strut in to make that extra score. Fast forward to the 6th inning now. Trey Linedecker at the plate with the bases loaded. He nails one in the left center field. The outfielder drops the catch. That brings on both Austin Baker and Mason Sweeney to rack up the score and make it 4-0. Bobcats carry their momentum through the end of the game. They win Game 1 by a final of 5-0. So with that victory on this evening, Phil Campbell is one win away from the Class 3A title. Game 2 at Riverwalk Stadium is tomorrow at 10 a.m. Kayla Carlisle will have your highlights.